Hey guys, it's Phantom of Darkness here, and if you're wondering why I'm putting this video out, it's pretty simple. I haven't done a discussion video in quite a long time, and therefore I thought it would be appropriate to put a video out because, you know, I love interacting with you guys, I love talking to you guys, and I like discussing the state of YouTube, what's going on around the community, especially the horror community, which I'm very involved in. So if you guys want to stick around for this video, you can. Otherwise, there is a video that I put out yesterday, was supposed to be uploaded on Friday, but you know what, that's how life works. So, you know, actually, no, I fell asleep. No bullshit. And as a disclaimer, there will be background noise in here because I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to portray myself as the most perfect narrator. And if you're trying to be a perfect person or a YouTuber, it's not going to work. So don't even pretend to be perfect because everyone can see through that bullshit, honestly. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm disingenuous or whatever because I'm not. You know, perfection is disingenuous and that's how it always will be. So, you know, without further ado, let's get into the topic that I want to discuss. And if you guys haven't been aware of the topic that I will be discussing with you today, because I did put a little bit of foreshadowing in within this video, so, you know, being genuine, being a person who supports other people, especially in this community, but as a whole, in the real world, no matter if you're on YouTube or you're just communicating with friends who are your so-called friends and they, you know, they are supposed to be supporting you. And I was prompted to make this video for a couple of reasons. I don't like hostility. I don't like interacting with people who are just negative. And you know those types of people you see in everyday waking life. Everything's a complaint to them. Everything is something that they don't want to do. They wouldn't want to in the first place because they're not working hard to achieve what they want to do. And those people are the worst. They drag you down. They're energy vampires. They suck the life out of you. And those are the people you want to avoid. Why? Because these people are not individuals who are risk takers that want to go out and do significant amount of work in order to reap the benefits of what this requires. You know, don't be afraid to be an honorable person because in life, no matter what, there's always going to be someone who's doing more than you to succeed, and they're always going to be a little bit better than you in some categories. But know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and play to your strengths and try to improve every single day. You know, I'm not a perfect person. I've had issues in my life before, and also I've had issues on YouTube, you know, but at the same time, I persevered, I worked hard, I was strong in my convictions, I made myself work as hard as I could, and I'm still not done with working as hard as I can. And these are the characteristics that will push you to the top. And you know, you got those people who are going to say, you got to be realistic, you got to be practical, you got to live in your little cubbyhole and just stick to what you know and not even venture out and take risks. Well, they're wrong. And I'll tell you this again, they're wrong. Why? Because that negativity, they are carrying the stigma of failures that they don't want to capitalize on and get better at. So they just stay in their little cubbyhole and they shut up and they tell other people they can't achieve it because they didn't find the success because they didn't work hard enough and they were not fearless. And it is really sad because I'm a person who likes to support other people, especially in the horror community. And I'm not naming names or anything. I'm not saying that anybody particular is bad, but I just feel like if you have nothing to say that's positive, and this is an old remark that a lot of people have heard over the years, and I'm sure you've heard, but it's the phrase, if you don't have anything nice to say, do not say it. If you were really upset or if you're really jealous of other people's success, then why can't you do it yourself? Why don't you work hard enough and actually do something to change your life? Be fearless. Do whatever it takes in order to be successful to get to that level. It's not going to take overnight. It's not going to take 3 days. It's going to take a long time, a lot of time. So understand that there is a process to this. And this is a video that goes out to all the people who are going to constantly belittle you, constantly degrade you for what you do, and constantly always look down upon you because they think they're better even though they're not working hard enough. And secretly, they don't like themselves because they don't appreciate how they're working. They don't like them. They don't have a good perspective of themselves. So they secretly or publicly shame you in order to get a rise out of you and things of that nature. And let's face it, we are individuals who all have problems. Like I said, we're not perfect people. We've got issues in our lives, no matter what it is, you know. And for anybody to sink so low, it's bullying, it's harassment. It's not great, and it's something that needs to be taken care of adequately. And by that, I mean adequately take care of it by just being a good person no matter what. Don't take things out on other people if you have an issue, or don't mutter under your breath certain passive aggressive phrases for a couple of reasons in particular. And that's because it doesn't work. It's not effective, especially to a person who actually is accomplishing things, because they can see right through that bullshit and they'll just think you're ridiculous or crazy. And besides, if you feel the need to insult someone, if you feel the need to take your aggression out, your insecurities, and your mediocrity out on other people, then you've got an issue. You need seriously therapy or something. And as you know, we all know that the root of all this shaming, all this humiliation attempts is because they're insecure. It sucks, but and it's unfortunate because you want to help these people. You want to be like, oh, okay, well, let me feel what you're feeling. Let me give you some of that success. But the only thing you have to work on is yourself. The only way that anybody can make you successful is for you to work yourself. You can't account for anybody's success at all. You have to make it yourself, unless you inherited fame or whatever, or fortune or whatever you wanted to. And don't criticize you behind your back because you feel like they might be. Then you need to drop those people. You need to tell them, no, this is not good, because I don't want to be with a person who's going to constantly belittle me and degrade me because they are not really happy for me. It doesn't matter if you have dreams of becoming a plumber or becoming a movie star. It doesn't really matter, no matter what category. If these people are not jumping up and down for your success, if they're not screaming at the top of my lungs, look at what this guy's doing, it's amazing, I'm so proud of him, then you are a shitty person and you need to go back in your little cubbyhole. I'm saying it for a third time because that's what you deserve and that's what you get. And again, guys, I gotta reiterate something very important to you guys, because I don't mean any ill will towards anybody, obviously. I'm just a person who's very positive, honestly. And I guess some people may be intimidated by that, the positivity, but you know what? You gotta stay positive no matter what. This is the real world. Negative things do happen in life, and things are sometimes difficult. If you have a death in the family or something really, really traumatic that happens to you, you can't just smile all the time. It's okay to complain every once in a while, but just remember, don't take things out on other people and don't talk behind people's backs, because sooner or later it's going to come back around to you. And sooner or later, if you stop being so lazy and you work hard and you fix yourself, you can do whatever the hell you want. And it's not a cliche. It's true. It's true. These are the people that are successful. These are the people who don't talk shit about other people because they know where they stand. They know they don't need to talk down to other people in order to make themselves feel good about themselves. Happiness is found within yourself. And if you can't create that out of your own self, then you've got a problem. You're going to take it out on other people. Now, I feel happy most of the time. There are times where I feel sad. Obviously, I'm a human being. I do all these things. I bleed like a human being does. But you know the key to happiness, don't you? You know why I feel happy most of the time. It's because I'm doing what I want and I'm not compromising for anything that I don't want to do, which is key. And that's part of the reason why some people can eliminate talking shit about other people. It's the fact that you are so productive and you're sticking to what you want to do, that you don't have time to deal with anybody's bullshit. You just do what you want to do, And anybody who gives you shit about it is going to say shit like, oh, this guy's not going anywhere. Oh, this guy's stupid. Oh, this guy's this and that. It's just name calling. It's bullying. It's shameness. But you know what? Guess what? Those people who are shaming, ridiculing you, and talking crap to you all those times, you know what they are? They're failures. They're too afraid to get on and do what they want to do. Get on whatever productive habits they want to seize control of and do what is important. If you spent so much time working on yourself, trying to make yourself as best as you possibly can, then you don't have to worry about anything because you'll be all right, even if you fail, because failure should not be a reason for why you don't want to succeed. Failure should empower you. It should make you feel good because you're going to succeed eventually. And that's the point. You're going to consistently put out content, in this case, YouTube videos, and you're going to work as hard as you can to make sure you ensure that dream is still valid. And to the people who are already at the top and are talking down to people, and to look at someone as an individual, and I guess in this case, YouTube videos, YouTube creators, to be like, oh, I'm better than you, I'm not going to talk to you, you think I'm this and that and all that. Well, you know what? Screw that, because We're all working to support each other. And that's why I like talking to everybody, including my community members, people in my community, my horror community, narrators, and even the subscribers, you guys who I love so much, because we're all friends. We should be treating each other like we're friends because we have the best job in the world. And even if you're a fan or a subscriber, I don't like using the term fan, but even if you are a subscriber of many different channels and you like a certain content creator, that doesn't mean you're excluded. It doesn't mean you're not part of the exclusive club, because there is no exclusive club. You guys are intact. You guys are making our dreams come true. There's no better job than YouTube, honestly. There really isn't. And I don't care if you're making $1 from this or if you're making, you know, $5 billion from this. It doesn't matter. You know, we're all PewDiePies to someone. We're all Mr. Nightmares to someone. We're all important people to someone. You know, whether or not you're doing YouTube or not, even this goes out of YouTube. This is not only life. This is just basic principles of the world, you know, society as a whole. So none of that garbage where it comes from, I'm better than you because I have certain subscribers more than you, or I'm a better person because I do stuff like I go to the store every weekend and I buy graffiti art. I don't know what I'm talking about, but you get the picture. I was gonna edit that last part out, but you know, not perfect. Gonna emphasize that we're not perfect. You know, you get the theme of this. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. I know. I shouldn't apologize for the way I feel, because I really do feel strongly about this platform and YouTube as a whole. And I really feel like, as a whole, we could do so much better to lift each other up. I love seeing people like Rob Dyke and Rainbot just supporting the smaller guys like Mr. Black Pasta. If you guys haven't checked him out, we are coming for you. That guy, you gotta check him out, because beforehand, I saw his videos. You know, I never really checked out his videos that much when he first started. Maybe it's because I was too busy doing my own stuff, but you know, I could see the talent easily within him, and I'm so glad that he's actually getting the recognition. And Rob Dyke and Rainbot has helped him out, you know, by, you know, shouting him out, working with him, and that's so awesome. I think more channels, bigger channels, smaller channels, everybody should be able to work with each other if they want to, especially if you like their content, you know. And there's nothing wrong with turning down someone's content requests. So, and I mean, this is completely different from, you know, feeling bigger than anybody else. But if you don't want to work with a particular person, you can say no, and that's fine. It doesn't mean you have an ego or you're bigger than anyone else. But as long as you're being inclusive and continuing to support your fellow creators and other people, other narrators, your peers in that case, there's nothing wrong with doing what you want to do, you know. I know some people in the horror community who don't collaborate with anybody, and that's fine, you know, and they're still really supportive of others, and they're the nicest people in the world. And then, of course, you have the people and the individuals who collaborate with everybody, and they're all inclusive in that way. And, you know, there's no right or wrong way to do this, you know, just be supportive of individual. You know, the coolest people that I've met on YouTube, you know, Black Eyed Blonde, Tony Tometal, Driving Me Crazy, you know, Being Scared, Sir Psycho, even Southern Cannibal, who I don't talk to that much, but I know he's a good guy, and Swamp Dweller, of course, like awesome people. You know, these people I've supported, I've even donated money to, and I think is awesome, because, you know, that's what people in this community do. That's what people should be doing in real life. And I mean, well, not giving away money like that, but I mean, you get my idea. And I just thought of Goodnight Goosebumps too, and his brother, Bump in the Night, Nico Wonderdust. At this point, I'm just gonna be naming all the channels that I think are amazing. And, you know, I don't want to get into that too much. I'm probably gonna forget most of it, and I don't want to make anybody mad if I forget anybody. So, you know, just know that, you know, you guys are awesome. Miss Monster, Horror with Heidi, even Carrie Temporary, who is everywhere around the horror community, who really helps us out, and we got to give her a lot of credit, because she really is awesome. You know, she's always appearing in live streams, and we're always having these weird conversations. It's mostly me. It's mostly my fault, you know, with Jeremy. You know, we'll get into that, and just visit one of those live streams, which I probably need to do one very soon, but... Oh yeah, and Terminally Nerdy. Driving Me Crazy and Terminally Nerdy are not in the horror community, but they're awesome channels, and they produce great work. You know, they always produce great work, and I'm always going to be supportive of them too, because even though they're not in my genre, I care for them immensely. And Chauvinism. Actually, I don't really talk to him, but I heard he's cool, so go check him out too. Anyway, guys, gonna wrap this discussion up. Feels good to be finally actually interacting with you guys with a video that's a little bit longer, and I can just be myself and talk to you guys, because no matter what, you guys are amazing and you make my life what it is. And that's not a cliche term to use. That's not something that's corny. And maybe it is a little corny, I don't know, but it just shows how much I really appreciate you guys, and I love you. to the bottom of my heart and the deep blue sea and all that shit that I just made up that doesn't make any sense. But again, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you guys to say something positive about someone today. It doesn't matter what goes on, what's happening in your life. I want you to say something good, and I want you in the comments to tell me how your day is going. What do you like about the world, instead of saying what you hate, because we're not trying to build animosity between each other. We shouldn't. And I want to at least break the cycle and let you guys know that it's okay to be happy for someone who's doing a little bit better than you. It's okay if you're doing better than someone, and just be inclusive to those below you, even though they're not below you. You know, we're all equals. We're all working together to create something fantastic. And I think at the end of the day, you can say something positive to brighten someone's spirits. You know, something subtle. It doesn't have to be amazing. You know, it doesn't have to be the most amazing prophetic words in the world. You can just tell them, you know, I like your blouse or something, I like your shoes, or you do a good job of talking, or even though you stumble upon your words like I do, you're still a perfect person who's perfect to me in a way. So, you know, and I beg you guys, you know, to share this video, you know, comment below anything that's really on your mind for that matter. It doesn't have to be that, what I just necessarily said before, but, you know, anything positive, because that's what we really need. And I've seen, you know, terrorist attack, like so many horrible acts that are despicable acts that I don't think anybody should really endure. And I just want to shed some lights, shed some positivity. And guys, I'm going to sign off now. So just remember, I love you guys. Hopefully I didn't really ramble too much, but if I did, I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. Like I said, I'm never going to be perfect, but you know, remember, give this video a thumbs up, like it, you know, comment below, because activity matters on the YouTube scale. I don't know, the YouTube algorithm is kind of crazy. And, you know, even if you dislike it, like the video, it doesn't really matter, you know, because it's positive, you know. And this is just strictly a conversation between you and me and anybody else who might be listening who might not be aware of my videos, you know. But guys, you know, I love you, my subscribers, other narrators. I constantly talk to you and communicate with you. You guys are true friends. You guys are awesome. You guys, words can't even describe how awesome you guys are to me. And I don't know, I think I'd lose my mind if I ever lost YouTube, and I don't want to lose YouTube. I want to keep you guys in my life as much as I can until the day I die, really. I don't know how long YouTube is going to last. I'm just going to enjoy the ride and just really enjoy myself, I guess. But anyway, again, I shouldn't be apologizing for having this video out or anything, but, you know, it's something positive, and I want to make your Sunday great. So until then, guys, good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you, and good morning. Did I say good night? God damn it. Okay, we're good. We're done. I'm done with this. Bye. Good night. Love you.